Hello again. I thought today I would do a quick tutorial discussing how to network install a live image of an operating system such as Ubuntu onto a network PC. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with downloading an ISO image of Ubuntu, burning it to a USB key and installing it on a computer in order to install an operating system to it. And you've probably seen before that in your BIOS there are options to network boot and wondered how to use that. Um, I've found with some of my older PCs I have here that often it is easier to install via the network onto them rather than bothering with the USB key and trying to make them boot that way. And after doing some searching in the past on how to do this and how to set it up, I came across a little piece of software called Serva, which makes this fairly easy with a minimal amount of configuration required or setting up involved. You can do this using a Linux server as well. You have to edit configs and get everything up and running. Whereas this is a Windows application that, as I said, involves a minimal amount of installation and setup and configuration to get up and running. Now, as you can see here, here is a simple diagram talking about how using a Pixie boot server to network install an operating system works, showing you that you have a local server with the ISO image on it, and then you can share that with your intended target installation candidates on your network. It's a fairly simple concept. So I've chosen to use Ubuntu Mate for this tutorial as it's quite a lightweight operating system. It's up to date with Ubuntu 22.04 under the hood. As you can see here, the minimum requirements for Ubuntu Mate are a Core 2 Duo and 1 gigabyte of RAM, along with 8 gigabytes of storage space, which is fairly minimal. So, first things first, if you were to go down the route of installing Serva to Pixie boot a local network PC, obviously you need to download the Serva software. Now, it's made available via a company called Vercot. If I go here to their website, we can grab Serva, and it says the best Pixie server for MS Windows. What is a Pixie server? It's a pre-boot execution environment server which offers the needed network resources to client PCs that were configured to boot from one of its network devices instead of booting from the classic mass storage options. So, once you've downloaded the file, now they offer two flavors, professional and community. Community is obviously free for personal use, whereas a professional is aimed at businesses. As I've said, these run on Windows, Windows XP, Windows 11, and so on, quite easily as a system tray icon once you launch them. So, once you've downloaded that, you would install it, which involves extracting from a zip archive. And in my case, I shared the software to the desktop to create a shortcut link to it. So you start the application very simply by clicking on the shortcut, at which point the interface will load up, which is all great and dandy, but of course, how do you configure it? Well, in order to configure it, you would need to go to the system tray, choose Settings, and then you get this lovely interface here. So, next steps. I followed this article here on how to set up Serva Pixie boot for Ubuntu. but also used the available configuration that is on the Vericot website here for Ubuntu Mate. So just quickly running over the steps, you can see the first thing is to download the ISO image. In my case, this was the Ubuntu Mate ISO image, which is Ubuntu 22.04 and is available on the Ubuntu-Mate website. And you just download the Jammy Jellyfish version, however you want, direct or via whatever means. And once you have that, you're ready to move on to the next step. So, with your ISO image, the first thing you do is to create a local folder to store it in. In my case, I have created a folder called Server Root on my C drive here, as you can see. And within there is an NWA Pixie folder. Now, Server supports different operating systems. You can network boot Windows, and you can network boot non-Windows operating systems as well. On the Vericot website, they discuss the different ones. So you can see Windows network installs and non-Windows network boot install as well. There are tutorials out there on Google and on the web talking about how to network install Windows 7 and so on as well. But for today, I'm focusing on the network Linux install. So, going back to our tutorial, as you can see, you need to copy the ISO image to the root folder. In their example, they've called the folder netboot. I've called mine server root purely because I was also following another article. So let's just go back to our example. Once you've created your local folder and opened that folder, you need to copy in your Linux ISO image. The next step is to launch Serva, as you can see I've done here, and go to settings. So the first thing you want to do is to create a local directory, which will be the root for all the files used via the server application. So you go into settings and then TFTP and enable the TFTP server. You specify the server root directory to the local directory on your computer that will be used to hold the various files for the network boot and installation. In my case, I've gone for server_root, following a previous example, which I believe is the actual one specified here on the Vericot website, where it suggests you create a local directory and put these files in there. Okay, so once you have set up your TFTP options here, you only really need to tick enable, specify the server root directory. These other ones are defaults. Enable proxy DHCP and bin_l on the DHCP server settings. Enable DNS service, and I've also, just for the sake of it, added HTTP server and pointed it to the folder NWA Pixie. If you hit OK, you are required to close and restart the application before it will then begin working with these new settings. Now, once it reboots, it will tell you that it has created various assets. My installation folder here already has those required assets in there, but essentially it will create this BM NWA_PXE, WIA_RAS, and other files and folders here. BM contains boot menu assets for Microsoft flavor operating systems and Pixie boot systems. which you'll discover later on. And the folder we're concerned with for this tutorial is the NWA Pixie folder. In here, you would drop your ISO image, in my case, Ubuntu Mate, and extract that to a folder from the ISO. On my computer, I just use 7-zip and extract to Ubuntu Mate 2204. Once that has finished extracting, you will be given a folder full of the files that would normally be on the USB boot key. Now, within here, you need to create this asset file here, server asset.inf. This tells Serva what to work with and what to put in the boot menu. In the case of Ubuntu Mate, they have on their website an example configuration there for you to use, which makes life incredibly easy. So literally you can just copy this and drop it into server asset information and hit save, and you'll be ready to go. Those of you more familiar with Linux will recognize some of these boot options and files involved in here, such as the initial RAM disk and so on. But essentially all you need to do is create this. With some of the other operating systems involved, there are different boot options here, and some tweaking may be required to get them to work. So we now have our server asset file in our folder with the assets required to boot. So what's the next step? Well, again, you would start and stop server and then tell it to run again. This would then rebuild the configuration based on the files that you have copied there and create the boot menu options. So here we are back again with everything that we want to do. So at this point, one last step is required to complete the setup of your Pixie boot server, and that is quite simply to share the NWA_PXE folder within your local server root, which can be achieved just by going to Properties, Sharing, Advanced Sharing, and giving it the name NWA_PXE_share. The tutorials for Serva suggest creating a local user account also within Windows called Server with the password avres. That will be used by the Pixie boot server to then access the files and folders required to network boot your Linux installation. In theory, your Pixie boot server should be ready to go. If we jump over here onto another computer that I have VirtualBox running on, you will see that I've created a virtual PC Pixie boot installation candidate. Now, this is simply just a typical VirtualBox set to Linux with 8 gigs of RAM, 2 processors, and I believe a 20 gigabyte hard drive and basic video memory. I set this up purely as an example so you can see the process on this video. Typically, you would be using, of course, a PC somewhere else on your network as the installation target, but the procedure is the same. So if we start this one up, give it a second or two to wake up. Hit F12 and choose boot from LAN. We will see that it checks the network and then asks us what we want to install. We say we want to install Ubuntu Linux Mate. And you can see here TFTP is getting hits and our log is showing that this particular PC is now requesting the various asset files required to install Ubuntu Linux Mate on the installation candidate. If we wait for it to finish copying files over, you can see here again it's at 59% currently. It will then set up a RAM disk and boot from RAM like a live USB. There you go. You can see all the normal boot up spam flying past in the background there. And any second now, it should start booting up with the X desktop. Here we go. Three, two, one, and hey, there we have Ubuntu Mate running via a network on your installation candidate. Then, obviously, once it's started up, you would just run the install Ubuntu and install it on the intended target device. No requirement to have a USB key. All you need is the computer connected to the same local area network. So, as you can see, the Serva software is a fairly handy and quick and easy way to get a TFTP server up and running to Pixie boot a local network client using a Linux Live ISO image to install it and put Linux on there. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial.